Hey, good afternoon, everybody. I know every time I come on here, there are more and more boxes behind me. That's what moving's all about. So ignore the mess in the back. I'm using one bag for getting rid of stuff. I've got boxes here and they just keep piling up, but it's all good. I am actually just through a special on a full moon special. So my full life readings are now at 50% off for the next 48 to 72 hours, depending on how busy I get. And so that's for every sign. It's just a little gift. I know I haven't been on here much and I've been really busy, but I wanted to get on here and wish everyone a wonderful full moon. This is a big one. It is a lunar eclipse as well, which is actually happening right about now. If you're in Australia or even parts of Europe, you will be able to see this. Otherwise, it's happening now and the sun is out here in California, so we won't be seeing it anywhere on the east or west coast. But we do have this full moon in Cancer today at about 2:12 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. And the lunar eclipse is also visible as of 12:06 p.m. Eastern, and it ends about 4:14 p.m. Eastern Time. So it's over pretty much for most of us. Let's see, what time is it? It's 1:57. So yeah, it's 3 hours ahead. So yeah, it is over with. But the energy is still there. And so tonight I recommend everyone put out their crystals into the full moon light and cleanse them for the next cycle. I will be making my famous full moon water as well. So if you do things like that, tonight is the perfect night to do that. But this is also a major energy shift, and it's going to be right on the United States of America. In the next 2 weeks, you will see kind of what I mean in the news. We had a little precursor to it just a few days ago with all the world conditions that are going on, and I'll explain that in a minute. Please remember that the United States is a Cancer nation, July 4th, 1776. So this eclipse energy is right on us as a country. And not to be the bearer of bad news, but this is the same exact energy we had back during 9/11. This energy is back and it is right on the United States. So we should expect some drama to arise once again. And a possible attack on our homeland is very common under these stars. This also represents beginnings and endings that are in store for us as a nation. So if you think Iran's done with us, think again. They're not done with us. It's de-escalated for now, but they're not done with us, not by a long shot. Now, one thing I do want to talk about with Cancer full moons is that they represent significant events and major changes, both personally to us as human beings, but also globally. And this is also divine feminine energy, as Cancer is the mother of the zodiac, the divine feminine energy ruled by the moon. And it's kind of interesting that we begin this new year. This is the first full moon of the year. We begin 2020 with a Cancer full moon, and we close out 2020 in December. At the end of December, we will have another Cancer full moon. This signifies the female energy and the rise of power for women. Let's not forget Saturn is in Capricorn, and that is called the season of the witch, making women stronger, powerful, and unbreakable. So I can guarantee you the next election coming in November, a lot of women are going to get in. Okay, this is the year of the woman in a great many ways. Now, Uranus turns direct today as well. Uranus has been in retrograde and sleeping. Now, I'm not saying that it's kind of quieted down Mother Earth, but she's awake now. So expect Uranus to shock and awe, because that's what Uranus does. It is the planet of sudden release of energy. It is the planet of explosions and shock. So something shocking might be coming, but this is going to make Mother Earth kind of come back alive. We'll see earthquakes and tornadoes, volcanoes, severe weather throughout the United States and the world at large. Now, I do have to bring this up. This is something more into modern astrology, but it does take precedence, and it does take, you need to take the time to notice this, because it only happens every 34 years or so. We have a conjunction coming on the 12th. And on the 12th, there was a Pluto and Saturn conjunction on January 12th. This is going to create stress and trauma to the stock markets, the banking industry, corporations, government, the global economy. Digital currency will make headlines in some way with this dragon's tail in Capricorn. This axis is still going till May 5th of 2020. And it's in its final breath. I call it the karmic dragon, because Capricorn is a karmic sign ruled by Saturn. And it's going to expose corruption and misuse of money and power, making it a very bitter pill for some Americans to swallow. Get your popcorn out, because the news is about to get even crazier. If that is even possible, is like what I put in my newsletter here. If that is even more possible, but the stars don't lie. So in the next weeks to come, there's going to be a lot of beginnings and endings for our country, the world at large, and in our own personal lives, wherever this full moon energy is hitting you by house and sign, it will affect you. It's affecting myself as well. And I'll tell you a little bit about that in a little bit. I think I'm going to post this newsletter. Let me copy this and paste it. I'm going to post my newsletter in here as well, so you can read all about that. I just kind of skimmed through it for everybody. I didn't put anything on here for magical folk, and there's a debate out there with people and with sorcerers and sorcerers about practicing magic during eclipses. Now, obviously, the eclipse has come and gone. So if you, as a witch, want to do something this evening to honor the moon, by all means. This is a full moon in Cancer, so anything to do with the family, the home, real estate. Maybe you want to buy a house. Maybe I should take my own advice here, because I actually am in the process of buying property, but I kind of am playing hardball. And I'm doing that because I actually know what the next 2 weeks are bringing economically. So if I sit and be patient, by the next new moon, which is in Aquarius, which is going to hit every Capricorn's second house, if I play my cards right, I'm going to win, and I'm going to get what I want. Everything is a red light or a green light, and I had a green light until about 8 a.m. this morning. And I had a conversation with my realtor, and I told them, let me go back to the drawing board. The house I was interested in had someone put an offer in on it, but it was a major fixer-upper, and it wouldn't have been move-in ready. So these are things I have to think of as an astrologer, and I can't really explain to my realtor. I follow a lunar map. Okay, so I just kind of explain things to him in mundane terms that he would understand, as I could not explain it to him astrologically speaking, because he would not understand what in the hell I am talking about. So it's just me trying to play my cards right in these stars and this energy as well. But let's go on, everyone, to your 2-week forecast by house and sign. And I'm going to put my glasses on for this. I do have my software up, and when I'm done, if there's anybody watching that wants a mini reading, don't hesitate to ask me. Like I said, I am running a 48 to 72 hour special because I haven't offered anything in the last several weeks, almost a month now. My Etsy store is doing great because I'm sell products on there, but I haven't done any readings. So this is my little gift to you guys. My famous souls readings are now 50% off for the next couple of days. So I posted that in there. If you're interested, get on in and get one. Okay, 2-week forecast by house and sign. So we're going to start with Aries. So Aries, this lunar eclipse energy is going to fall right in your home life, and abrupt changes are going to be coming in the family dynamics, the home life, and emotional issues. Career and relocation might be in store for many Aries. I know Aries wants to fight those energies, but don't. You need to go with the flow because the universe has a lot better for you coming for the future. So just be patient and go with the flow, and things should be fine. Taurus. Now, Taurus, this energy is, let's see, this energy is affecting your third house, and this is the house of mental process. This is the house of siblings. This is the house of communication. So you will be hearing some sort of distressing news coming from the family circle, and it might put a little stress on your mental process, making you a little more focused, even erratic. If this does happen, since you are an earth sign, you need to go to nature and get out and go for a walk. Even if you prefer the ocean, go to the ocean, but get out into nature where you're breathing fresh air and you can hear the birds. It's one of the best remedies for Taurus right now if you're going through a lot of stress. Stay strong, Taurus, because being positive, you have to be positive because negative thoughts are going to breed negative outcomes. So easier said than done, even with my own self. And I'm not a Taurus, but I'm an earth sign. Power of positive thinking. Now, Gemini, this next energy is on you, and this is affecting your second house of money. And money will have to be spent, unfortunately. It's going to be against your will, but it'll be for the family or something to do with the home. You'll realize in the end that it will be well worth it, and you won't fret too much about it after you're not going to be happy shelling it out, but a few weeks down the road, you're going to sit back and go, wow, I'm glad I did that. Gemini. Cancer. Now, Cancer, this energy is right on you. The full moon energy is right on Cancer. So changes are a must within the world of business and domestic matters. There might be some sort of emotional stress headed your way, but it's going to teach you some life lessons from it, and it's going to make you stronger. You're going to learn whatever you're getting ready to learn in the next 2 weeks, whether you discover something about someone you're dating, and it can be positive too. This doesn't always have to be a negative. You usually wanting moons represent a little more negativity, but it doesn't have to be negative. It just means that you have to take more precautions and take your time and think things out more. Think with your head more than your heart, Cancer, and you should be okay. Now, Leo, this is going to affect your subconscious, and it's going to be very strong. Dreams are going to be very prophetic and meaningful, but the past you have to let go of. Leave it. It's over. It's done. You can't go back. The future looks very bright for you, Leo. And you're going to come across some very well-deserved opportunities that are going to head your way in the next several months. So this is a good time for Leo. Psychologically, you're on fire. Virgo. Now, Virgo, this energy is going to go through your house of friends and wishes. And friends always bring wishes. Getting out and being more social would do you some good at this time, Virgo. Many friends will bring you wishes, and there will be some friends that are going to leave your life at this time. It just means that they really weren't your true friends. Oh, wow. I just got a news thing on my thing. Okay, so for those of you who don't know, I'm a heavy metal DJ, a rock DJ as well in the rock world. And Neil Peart, one of the world's greatest drummers for Rush, just died. That's horrible. Horrible. Wow. I guess I know what I'm playing on my radio show tomorrow. A little Rush. Okay, I was with Virgo. So if there are friends in your life, Virgo, that have to leave at this time, the universe is giving you an opportunity to make new friends and make better friends. The ones that leave weren't really your friends in the first place. So adios. Libra. Progressive changes are ahead with your career and accomplishments. This energy may be a bit stressful for the next few weeks, but the bigger picture looks very promising. You just have to be patient, okay, Libra? Progressive changes are ahead within your career, so just have a little patience. Remember, we're wanting now. The moon is at its highest energy. It's full tonight. And then it wands, and it's a red light. It's a time of contemplation. It's a time of regrouping, planning, and then make those actions on January 24th when the moon moves into Aquarius. Yeah, the new moon is in Aquarius. So just be patient, Libra. Scorpio. Now, Scorpio, new studies and possible trips are ahead of you. Big changes in the world of higher education, higher learning, higher knowledge, foreigners, foreign lands, and even traveling. Publishing could be on the agenda too. I did mention earlier in the year, I said that Scorpio could publish a book this year. All the stars are in your favor, Scorpio. Get to writing. Sagittarius. Now, Sagittarius, this energy is going to be cruising through your second house. Let's see. Oh, wait, I could be wrong here. Eighth house. This is going through your eighth house. The eighth house is the house of life, death, sex, intimacy, inheritance, legacy. And there is a possible reward getting ready to be given to you through inheritance or legacy. But remember, both Saturn and Pluto are stationed in your second house of money, and you must give in order to receive. Don't be the greedy Sagittarius, because karma will pay you back, both positive and negative. If you're a giving soul and a giving human being, then Sagittarius will get paid back tenfold. It's your choice which path you choose, Sag. Okay? Capricorn. Now, Capricorn, beginnings and endings are ahead within the domestic and business circles. This is right on your seventh house, Capricorn. This represents marriage, partnerships, contracts. Do not sign anything right now after this full moon. Okay, and this is when I was explaining earlier about my own personal life. I have to step back now for 2 weeks, regroup and replan my next attack, so to speak, the Capricorn attack, as I call it. I have to follow the jurisdiction of the stars as well. That doesn't mean, it has pushed me back about 2 weeks, but everything has a reason and a meaning for it. So it's the beginning and endings are ahead within this realm. So this also is a time, the next 2 weeks, to work on yourself and your partnerships. You may be getting married or ending a marriage, if you're in a partnership or a relationship. But this also is your business life as well, and signing contracts. And your seventh house is Cancer, so it's real estate. So me as a Capricorn, I really have to play my cards right now. And every other Capricorn out there has to follow the jurisdictions of the universal laws of the moon as well. What I'm trying to say is it's not wrong to put yourself first. You deserve it, Capricorn. And I think these next 2 weeks should be a time where you put yourself first, give yourself some TLC, and the answers you seek and what you desire will come. That next new moon on the 24th of January is in Aquarius. Aquarius rules your second house of money, wealth, and possession. So if you're one of those Capricorns like myself who's looking to invest, wait 2 weeks, please. Okay. I did some of my investing a few days ago while the moon was still new in my cryptocurrency world. And now I'm going to sit tight for 2 weeks. And that goes for property as well, especially property. Like I said, I think the next 2 weeks you're going to see something implode within the housing and stock market. And for those of you Capricorns who do invest, you might benefit from this in some way. So just sit tight, Cappy. Aquarius. Now, Aquarius, your health and your service to the world will see dramatic changes. Health will improve after the waning moon phase has passed, and new opportunities are going to be offered to you. So hang in there, Aquarius. And the next new moon falls right on you, Aquarius. So the stars are going to shine on you very soon, okay? Pisces. Now this energy, Pisces, is going to fall right in your 5th house. This is your house of love, romance, children, joy, things that bring you pleasure, creativity. And children are going to bring you both a little stress, but they also are going to bring you some joy, and it's going to be well worth it in the end. Also, this is your 5th house of love. So a lot of my Pisces might find love, and love might shine on you. And my cat has a lot to say. I'm really sorry. You know, animals are ruled by the energy of the moon as well. And my old man here is a Cancer cat, so he's got a lot to say. Anyway, Pisces, good luck in the realm of sweet amour and love. I hope it works out for all of you. And we go into this full moon eclipse in some days of caution, which were January 8th, 9th, 10th, and 11th. And as you can see from the news, beginnings and endings, USA news, abrupt relocations for many families, life and death happened because we had finished up a platonic phase and we're rolling right into a moonic phase. And usually 3 times out of the month, you'll have these 3 energies. A platonic phase, which is the absolute worst. And that phase happened when that Iranian airliner went down. It was kind of in between a platonic and a moonic phase, which was very sad. And so you'll notice in the next few days, the news, there'll be beginnings and endings of things to come. And also for this country as well. Beginning of a war. I hope not, but it doesn't look good. Just because we're de-escalating doesn't mean jack. All water signs are going to feel this moon's impact the most, but it will bring a lunar eclipse to all of us, and we will all feel this energy in some way by house and sign. And so with that being said, I want everyone to be safe and have a blessed full moon. Get out there and enjoy it. And I don't see too many people in the chat, so I was going to do some mini readings. But I don't see too many people in the chat, so I guess I won't be doing any mini readings. I am running a special on my products, and I am running one for 50% off my Souls reading, full life reading. And I'm probably going to run that for about 48 to 72 hours. So you'll want to get in on that deal. And if you ever have any questions, you can find me here, astrologywitch22@gmail.com. Or you can find me on my website, astrologywitch.com. I also run my Etsy store, which is the Astrology Witch, and I've been selling a lot of stuff on there. Once I'm moved and settled, I will be doing this probably a lot more often, as I'm planning on opening a full-time store. My part-time store has been doing so well that I feel I should just take a stab at doing it full-time. But everything has its place in time. So once again, I want to wish everyone a very blessed full moon. I might come back on here later and do a little full moon wishing spell for all of you. It's just simple little white candle. either Crown of Success or Come to Me oil on it, and a little chant to honor the full moon, but also ask for blessings from the divine feminine. And I might come back on here later and do that. But for now, have a blessed full moon, and I will see all of you later. Ciao.